Friday afternoon, 27th of May. I've just honed up my rather nice Bengal. Well, it's nice now. It's the Bengal which I had neglected to spot corrosion on the edge. My fault. So it didn't shave very well off a forest stone. The Charnley forest, obviously, and this edge didn't get on. However, now we've got all the corrosion out, 99% anyway, and we're ready to give a test shave on its Thuringian edge. I've got a tiny little Thuringian stone. Let me just show you. Isn't that sweet? Little Thuringian, little German Thuringian waterstone. And complete, which I was very pleased to get, with the label inside the lid to show what it is, which is obviously a Thuringian honestone. Right, I'm going to put on a little bit of this lovely stuff. I've got a tiny bit left of this, which is the Saponificio Veracino 1945 Anniversary Special Edition. This was a very, very kind sampler from our Gary. Thank you, Gary. Anyway, let's put a little bit of that on as a pre-shave. That's the people's pre-shave, as coined quite often by our lovely South African friend, who I hope is having a wonderful time in Johannesburg, and I hope he's behaving himself with that absolutely monstrous motorcycle. Very nice family, cute dog. Anyway, this is the Jacques Dapper Shaves pre-shave, which a lot of people are using now because it works. This Italian Veracino is wonderful stuff, but it ain't cheap. So I'm very grateful to use this, which was gifted to me by Gary, Mr. Hayward. So, just quick shave. This is not going to take long, chaps. I'm not going to bore you to death. Sorry about the length of the last video for those that bothered or will bother to watch it. But it was sort of instructive because it's very necessary to check your edges. And if you've got a little ding, or as I found, a little bit of corrosion right on the apex, you won't get a good shave. You just won't. So it didn't take long. It was I could normally do it in about 20 minutes. So you can go from crap edge to refined edge in sort of 20 odd minutes. The video was 30 minutes because I didn't know how long I'd have to spend on the 3K stone getting the horrible little marks out. Anyway, that is an absolutely lovely lather. I'll add a tiny drop of hydration, which is always done by those that know what they're doing, so I might as well. A little bit of water. Some soaps are rather hungry for water, others aren't. Some people go overboard on the descriptions of the wonders of the aroma. I don't. Anyway, that's going to do. That's just fine. Golden rule: wipe your fingers on towel, otherwise you'll drop the razor, and we don't want to do a Sean, do we, Sean? Bravely trying to catch falling razors, not really very wise. However, here it is. A rather nice example of an English Cadman and Sons Bengal razor. Whether or not the Thuringian edge is any good, we'll find out. Let's just tilt the mirror. Yeah, feels good to me. Yeah, well, it is nice actually. The Thuringian seems to be just another slate, but it obviously has magical properties. I haven't experimented enough to know, but yeah, this is nice. But for me, it'll be post-shave whether it's nice. This feels like a natural edge. It's certainly better than a Charnley Forest, which is what I tried to put on it. Whether it's better other than a cotticle, we shall find out. Because with the cotticle, the big advantage with a cotty is you don't necessarily feel it as you're shaving, but the post-shave feel is almost inevitably very much better. The only issue with cotties is that I've found, according to the method that you use to put the edge on, and according to the steel you've used, that's to say the razor, you get very, very different results. I didn't soak my face for very long with hot water, so it's a tiny bit draggy. But it's good. To say it's almost up to the same level as a Puma, for instance, would be quite something. I mean, Pumas to me are, as a German razor, a very high grade. Bengals, being a Sheffield razor, they vary. This is a nice one. It's redeemed its edge. It had a very nasty edge. Now it's got a very nice edge. Anyway, that's first pass. I'm not going to keep you guys. It's a bank holiday Monday here in England. I haven't even been outside. There's quite a strong sou'wester wind, which I'm not fond of. Yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely think I should have spent a bit longer on preparation, which is the key to a good shave that I've found. I should have dived straight out of a shower, slapped some of this on, then I'd be ready to go. But as it is, that's not bad. It had a worthless edge because it had corrosion, and now it's got a better edge. I'm rather naff at getting lather on my fingers. I really must get away from doing that, hence the towel. Let's go for a nice second pass. Yep. That's good. Those poor souls that have to shave with other forms of razor, like safety razors, then of course this is, by comparison, I'm sure, marvellous. Somewhere I've still got my dad's old Gillette Star safety razor. Yeah, that's not bad. I wouldn't say it was amazing, but it's not bad. This is probably down to the quality of the steel. Bengal steel, Cadman steel. Yeah, it's all right. Ah, I know I'm forgetting. I've had 2 days of skating, and as you can see, I'm a little tiny bit red. Perhaps that has an effect on the skin. But I can feel the cutting, and the cutting's okay. The real trick will be to do another day, another shade, with another steel, perhaps a German steel. Yeah, That would be a very good idea, actually. My go-to for Germans is obviously going to be a Puma. Some of the older German razors are extremely good as well. An old Bismarck takes some beating. I've got one. Anyway, I think it's just about covered it, chaps. Not a lot else to say, really. One redeemed edge. And I would say, I'd give it a solid 7, maybe a good 8 as far as performance goes. But that's not fair. This is my first attempt at a Thuringian edge. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on, actually, because I had a lot of sun yesterday. Yeah. Also, by slapping a bit like that on with your fingers, you get to feel where the errant odd piece of stubble is, which needs to be removed forthwith. Let's just go one more time and then we'll call that a day. Let's see if we can a little bits of hiding stubble. But trimming with a full-size razor like this is a joy. This is just below a 7/8. It's actually, oh, here's the box. There you go. There's the box. It actually says quite clearly on it. It says size 3/4. See, proper English that measurements, that is. Now there's metric malarkey. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm warming into this blade. Yeah. Now I'm going to give it an 8+ now. First pass, quite a lot of stubble, bit harsh. Second pass, much more comfortable. Bit of buffing. Doing, doing, doing. That's lovely. Yep. That's good. That's a good shave. So, one little Thuringian stone. Doesn't matter if they're small to me. If they're small, you're not actually trying to grind away the metal. You're just honing gently, trying to get a slightly more refined edge. So, I don't know what really you should go to as far as a big Thuringian. Wouldn't we all like one? They're not cheap. If you want a big Thuringian stone from Luxembourg, or what was Eastern Germany, where of course they had their mine, or their quarry rather. And of course the company, which for about 100 years were marketing them, was the Escher company. That's not a stone, it's a company, so I've heard. So the Escher company was marketing the Thuringian stone and had a very high reputation. Without a big one, I couldn't really say. I took this to 10k, as you probably saw in a video of mine. So this went through to 10k and then straight onto the little Thuringian. But I've never rated late Sheffield razors as the best, but they're sound, very sound. So there it is. I'm very happy. I suppose I ought to give a little test of the Allen block, but bearing in mind I haven't actually had very hot warm water on my face, and it's just a little tiny bit sun damaged. Yeah, there's a little tiny amount of sting, but that's probably not due to the edge. It's probably due to a little bit of sensitivity. You should never judge an edge until you've had a few goes on it. Our skin varies so much according to the weather, according to your diet, and so I would say that feels pretty good. Do I deserve a splash? Nah, not really. I think I might slap a bit more with this. Nice Italian lather on. Can't tell Italians anything about hair product or leather or stylish sports cars. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. Yeah, I'd call it a nice shave. So next little job will be to see if I can put a Thuringian edge on perhaps a German blade. And by then it'll be time for me to start travelling, because I'm going to Morocco. How about that? And see how they put up with my nonsense over there. Anyway, chaps, please try and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to spread the word about straight razor shaving. It's all I'm interested in. So please spread the word if you can, and subscribe to the channel. It will go from strength to strength. Bye for now.